the transition to.
Okay, okay, great. And then, so now we're gonna go on to the little toe side of our feet and then big toe, rolling out and
I
in.
think I gotta get you off this screen. Let's see, I gotta get the recording thing off the string. There we go.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it says you have to agree. When you watch this later, do you want to be able to see yourself or do you just want to look at me?
I don't know.
Because right now we're recording where it's your picture and my picture are side by side equally as large, but I can't just make it my picture alone.
Yeah, either way is fine because, I put you on a big screen. So,
Okay, maybe we'll do this then. Let's do this first. So if you do it again.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now we're gonna go outside feet, inside feet, outside feet, inside feet, outside feet, inside feet for 2 and 1. And now we're gonna draw circles with our ankles. The rest of the body will move, but we're thinking about circling them out. And then we switch our circle direction. Okay. Great. Okay. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to your hips, tuck your chin, curve your spine down. Inhale, roll up, hands up, look up. Exhale, chin to chest, tuck chin, curve down. Inhale, roll up, hands up, look up. Exhale, tuck and curve. Final time, inhale, roll up, look up. Exhale, tuck and curve. And now down here, bend one knee at a time. I'm actually gonna switch the pictures back. You stay down, I'm gonna switch these back because I just want to be able to see you. Okay. And so we bend one knee at a time for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, slowly roll up, vertebra by vertebra. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right arm back, left forward. Inhale up, left arm back, right forward. Inhale up, right back, left. Inhale, left back, right. All stop. Good. Keep going side to side.
is that a better view?
Yeah, but the other time was fine too, because we're actually gonna go back down to the ground right away. Almost. Okay. And now bring your hands down by your sides. Step your feet slightly wider into a squat position. We're gonna sit down and come up, reaching our arms. So we sit down and we stand. Looks great. Here's 10. Good. And 9. Reaching arms next to ears. 8. Good. Feet flat on the ground. 7. Up strong. 6. Ooh, nice. Sit your butt back. Here's 4. And 3. Definitely warming up those legs. 2. And we're gonna hold at the bottom. Good. Bring our hands to our heart. Slow lift pulse, slow lower pulse. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now tip forward. Good. So straighten your feet out. You can keep them wide though. Walk your hands forward, coming into your plank position. Good. Looks great. Exhale up into a downward dog with your feet wide. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward to plank. Keep going, pushing up and back. Coming forward, pushing up and back. Coming forward. Here's 4. Good. And 3. Keep going. Here's 2. And 1. Hold up at the top. And now from here, since our feet are wide, we can spiral our feet over to one side. So it's the little toe side and the big toe side. And then we switch going to the other side. So in our downward dog, we're just moving our heels and our toes from side to side, stretching out the side of our body, getting into those obliques. Good. Here's 4 and 3 and 2. One more. Good. And now center. Bring your knees down to the ground. Flip your hands around. And we find our tabletop position with our wrist stretch and our ankle stretch. So you only go as far as feels comfortable for your knees here. But our hands are turned completely 360 and our feet are flexed. And then we'll send our glutes back. The goal is to stretch the bottom of the feet. Good. And forward. We go back and forward. Good. Great. Great, great, great. 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Excellent. Now we're going to bring our elbows down to the ground and we're going to do some extra low cat and cows. So with our arms in a 90-degree angle, we tuck our abs in, look towards our hips, and then inhale, open the chest, look forward. Exhale, tuck the abs in, look towards the hips. Inhale, look forward. 2 more times. Good. Final time. Really deep cat and cow. Great. And now from here, we're actually going to get into the upper back a little bit. So we'll interlace our hands behind our neck, and they are totally and completely interlaced behind the neck. Not the head, maybe a little bit of the head, but mostly the neck. Now you'll keep one elbow on the ground, and as you inhale, you'll lift the other elbow up, keeping your hips exactly where they are. Exhale, lower. Inhale, other elbow up. And exhale, down. So going from elbow to elbow, side to side, keeping the hips stacked on top of the knees as we just rotate from side to side here. It'll hopefully shake out tension in that upper back, and it creates a little bit more mobility as well in the spine. Good. Even out both sides, really squeezing those shoulders together. And release. Drop your hands, slide your torso forward, finding Sphinx pose. Hips on the ground. Oh yeah, good. Classic Sphinx. Nice hip opener to start with. Let's look over one shoulder, lift and lower the chin, stretching up the side of the neck. Good. Rotate to the other side, lift and lower the chin. Good. Come to the center, lift the chin up, rock your head from side to side. Great. And release. Okay, so strengthening a little bit of back strengthening. Hands are forward, feet are separated. Forehead can be just off the mat. If you want to find a more comfortable position for your head, that's fine. Keeping ribs and hips on the ground, we inhale to lift right arm and left leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, lower. So our spine stays still, our ribs and hips stay on the ground. And we're doing our best to elevate the leg and the arm at the exact same time, getting that cross-functional muscle pattern on the back working. Here's 10 and 9. Abs are engaged. They're not moving much. Good. Keep it going. 2 more like this. And on the next one, we will hold it up and pulse up higher for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Ribs and hips on the ground. Switch sides up and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Bring your hands under your head, just relax your neck. Open your knees wide to the sides of your mat. Bring your feet to the sky and rock those feet from side to side. This is also a good stretch for you to do in bed before you get out of bed in the morning. Good. The wider your feet are, the better. And maybe you can bring one toe completely to the ground. So when I bring my feet to the right, my left toe is tapping the ground in the middle of my mat. When I bring my feet to the left, the right toe is tapping down. Yeah. Oh yeah. And the wider the knees are, the better. Okay, so our knees are already wide. We're gonna bring our heels together, find a froggy position in our legs. Keeping our head on our hands, relaxing the shoulders, we lift the thighs off the ground, activating the glutes, and flex those feet. So separate your toes. Yeah, okay, good. Up for 10, down, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, up and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Awesome. Send your feet long behind you. Press yourself up into whatever version of child's pose feels best for your knees. So you might not get that low, that's fine. Oh, lovely, beautiful, lots of mobility. Take a little breather here. Okay, so spine is warm. We're gonna roll forward and we're gonna do another little lower back and hip flexor stretch. So come into your plank pose. Good. And now lift yourself up into a downward dog. Now step your feet slightly closer together and raise your right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee and draw circles with your right leg, creating more space in that hip. So the knee is bent. Yeah, you remember this from yoga. And switch directions. Great. Now send the right leg up really high. And then as you exhale, send the right foot outside the right hand. You might need to take a couple steps to do that in a wide lunge. Yeah, good. So first we rock forward and backward on that left foot. Great. And then you can find a bit of a bounce in the hips, not really forcing it, just a little up and down with those hips. Great. And now pause. Hips are not dropping, they're just, neutral. Inhale to raise the right arm up, looking toward the right hand. Good. And now exhale, we thread the needle. Bring right hand to left hip underneath your body. So it goes past your belly button, underneath your body to your left hip. Like it's completely.
Right.
Yep. So my right hand was up. No, you didn't. Yeah, okay. And then you go under your body, past your boobies, past your belly button, try to touch your left hip and come back up. It's physiotherapy for the hips and the low back. So right foot forward again. Yeah. Okay, right arm up. When you go, and now go under your body, past your knee. Yep.
Outside.
Nope. Other side of knee. Inside of knee. And now reach towards your left glute. Like a thread the needle. Yeah. There you go. And we do it again 3 more times. So open up, right arm up. Exhale through to left hip. Oh yeah. Inhale up. Exhale through. 1 more. Exhale through. Beautiful. Now lower your left knee onto a pillow or your yoga mat. Relax your left ankle. Take your right hand to the inside of your right knee and peel it away from your body, letting the bottom of the right foot open up. Yeah, lean away from it.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. So I'm really kind of leaning, I'm pushing back, opening my chest, opening my hip. Yeah, my hand is on my knee. So I'm using my body to peel. No matter what though, as long as you're opening, it's good. And release. Okay. So let's step our feet back and find our downward dog. And we got that whole series to the other side. Good. Inhale, left leg up. Bend your left knee and draw big circles. And switch directions. One more. And now left leg up high. Exhale, left foot lands outside of your left hand. So it's a wide lunge. Yep, like a frog style. Good. And now we rock forward and back on the right heel and toe, I should say, heel toe. Good. And now we're going to bounce those hips up and down. Good. And now right hand stays on the ground. Left arm raises up. We look to the left hand. And on exhale, left hand comes underneath the body and reaches for the right hip. Yeah. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, under through for right hip. Two more. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale through. One more. Left arm up. And through. And now set your left hand down on the ground. Lower your right knee to the ground. Take your left hand inside of your left knee. Peel your left foot open and lean away from that leg. Oh yeah. This always helps my grounded hip kind of get into its spot too. And now come through center. Okay, so we're going to step back into our plank, but then we're going to bend our knees and roll over onto our side. Good. Okay, are you able to hear that little girl screaming, by the way?
no.
Okay. I guess I can't go down there and complain then. All right, so we're gonna find, like, I always call this the salmon swimming upstream. So we're as straight line as we can possibly be. Good, and then from here, keeping the knee turned to the side and closed, we lift that top leg and lower. Good, pointing toe, up and down. We have 8 more. Nice, you look great, just getting as high as you can keep your core engaged. 6 and 5. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Full range 1. And next time you come to the top, we pulse. Yep, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause, draw a circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. 5, 4 looks great. 2 and 1. Now we're going to bend our bottom leg. I was letting my eye. Drop our foot just in line with our hip. And now we inhale, toes forward. Exhale, flex foot backward. Yeah, you remember Pilates. All those years of Pilates and associated activities your body has done. It has that beautiful muscle memory. Good, leg is straight. Here's 6 and back. 5. Good. 4. 3, 2, 1. And now we're gonna make a big half circle. So from the back, we come all the way up and around to the front like a rainbow. We come to the back, up and around to the front. Yeah, try to keep those shoulders still, keep that torso still. Good, one more in this direction. And now we're gonna switch sides. So from the front, rainbow to the back, abs stay engaged, straight forward, rainbow to the back, straight forward, rainbow to the back, straight forward, final time. Good, and now we're gonna bend that knee. I call this the Hugh Hefner. We bring it back behind us, open up, take our bottom leg to a diagonal to the front edge of the mat. Yes, and now we're working the inner thigh. You can drop your head if it feels better for you here. We lift the bottom leg up and lower it down. Yeah, there you go. 9 more. Try not to tip back too far. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. And 3. And 2. Come on up and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Yes. Let's do our favorite chest stretch. So bend the knees, bring the hands in front of you like a pancake. And we're going to go in a full circle this time. So first, trace your hand over and then open up your chest, sliding your arm around to the back, over your thigh and hip. And we switch directions. We start over thigh and hip. Bring your arm to the back, overhead. Another time, overhead. Round to the back, over the hip. And final time, over hip, over back, and up. Nice. Sit on up. And I think we can do more person. So your bottom knee comes forward, your top leg goes behind, and you just, yeah, you got it. So great. Okay. So now let's go side to side. That's a nice way. Good. And then we switch to the other side. Just as much as, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Usually people have one side that's super smooth. And then we can just switch arms and stretch if we want. Or one side. That's
Yeah, I'm all on one hip.
yeah, and that's one reason we do this. Yeah. That's fine though. Good. And let's relax. Yeah. Okay, switch sides. So we start salmon swimming upstream. And it is more difficult if your elbow's on the ground here, I should mention. Good. Okay, our leg lifts, side belly strong, and lowers. Good. Up and down. We have 8, 7, and 6, and 5. Keeping that rib cage tucked. Here's 4. Try to get the entire foot to land. 3, 2, and 1. And now we raise that leg up and we pulse it. High pleo. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause. Small circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now lower the foot down. Bend your bottom knee so it's more like a kickstand. Reconnect with that strong core. As you inhale, you'll send your toe forward. As you exhale, you'll send the heel back. And the function of exhaling when the heel goes back is it hopefully helps us keep our spine long and strong. Good. Cleo, come here. You just keep coming in here and looking at me. Let me say hi.
Dramatically different on my left side than my right.
So the left side feels like what?
Way easier.
Yeah. I know that my left hip is my sticky hip, so to speak.
My left has always been my worst hip. But not now.
Yeah, that's because probably for a lot of your life, your right hip had to try to help out. Now it's like, I'm done. I'm tired of helping so much. You gotta carry your own weight, left hip. Good. Yeah, you're definitely moving your torso less on this side. Not that you did a poor job on the other side, but it seems a lot easier.
Yeah.
Okay. So next time your leg is back, we're gonna keep it back. And engage the core. We go up and over to the front. You saw how I struggled with that, straight back. Smooth line up to the front, rainbow, straight back. Don't forget to get that foot far enough back to feel the glutes. And back. One more time. Okay, and now we're gonna start from the front. So we go from the front, big circle to the back, to the front, big circle to the back, woo, to the front, not so big that you lose core stability. Good, final time. And now, Hugh Hefner pose, back foot goes behind you, front leg goes forward on the diagonal, foot is flat on the ground. And this is inner thigh training for our front leg. So we lift that leg toward the sky and lower. 9 more. 8, 7, 6, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, lift it up and pulse it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bend both knees. Bring your hands in front of your chest, and we'll do that lovely back release, chest release. So first, the front hand goes past the bottom hand, or the top hand, I should say, and then we make a big old circle. And once you get hand to hand, you switch directions. And circle.
I got too much junk in the way.
I know my hand hits my wall a little bit, but it's still, I just bend my elbow and it still feels good. I got a huge pop out. I usually honestly do that for the pop in the spine. Okay, let's go to mermaid on the side, see how it feels. Bottom knee forward, top leg back. We're also trying to get plantar flexed in our ankles. Great, maybe foot and thigh can touch each other in the traditional way, but it doesn't matter. Okay, great. Good. And now we just see what we got.
It's better on this side though.
Yes.
To lift my arm up.
Yeah, that's the same. That's the exact same thing for many people I've worked with, where one side they just cannot, they do not have the balance, they do not have the stability in a hip to be able to take that extra point off the ground. Okay. And
from an Iyengar standpoint, you'd prop up this hip, wouldn't you?
yeah, I don't know as much about Iyengar, but like the class I taught just before this yoga class, I was putting bolsters underneath their hips, but for me, like especially when there's injuries involved and we're not holding poses for a long time, I like people to be able to just kind of feel like where their body is exactly. If we were to stay in here longer, I would surely prop it, but just for a few flows back and forth, I'm kind of, yeah, but if you want to, you're welcome to. I'm gonna bring you over though now for another hip mobility thing onto your hands and knees again. But yeah, honestly, I really haven't done much high end bar, so. All right, so we spread those fingers out, we pull the abs in, and now the goal here is not to move any other part of the body. There's no elbow movement, no shoulder movement. And keeping our spine completely strong, we're gonna bring our right knee up as close to the elbow as we can, as far to the side as it'll go, as far to the back as it'll go, and all the way down. Nice and slow. So to the knee, out to the side, to the back, and out, making a huge circle, going as slow as you possibly can without moving any other part of the body. Good. And now we'll switch our direction. So you go straight to the back, real slow, out to the side, real slow to the elbow, and again, through and then to the back, knee is always bent to the elbow. 2 more times, as smooth and controlled as possible, no movement at all in the rest of your body. And if you're doing this right, you'll probably feel some core work. And release. Set those knees down. We're gonna bring your elbows down for a moment. Turn the palms face up and just squeeze and release the wrists. And we'll do the other side. So this really is like a practice in slow, controlled, steady motion. And like self-awareness to notice when the rest of your body is wiggling or not. So bring your hands again underneath your shoulders. And we will do the left side. I'll switch sides so you can see me. So perfect tabletop position, lower abs tucked. We bring our left knee to our left elbow. We bring it out to the side without moving anything else, making it as big and slow as possible to the back and down. So try not to lean to the right. Try not to bend your right elbow. Left knee out. Or yeah, perfect. That was good. And down. So keep going. We do 4 in each direction. Trying our best to get as much mobility, as much space out of that hip as possible. Just keeping whatever steady breath makes sense. And then you'll switch directions. So straight to the back, to the side, and down, to the back. Nice and slow. Watch that right elbow. Don't let your right hip drop and don't lean to the right. Good. 2 more times. So this is as much training for the right hip stabilizers as it is for the left leg. Right elbow, right shoulder, it's all tilting. And release. Good. Okay. So how would that feel?
Hard.
Yeah, super classic mobility training. My left hip is like, we'll sit down on our butt if you want to sit on your butt. My left hip is like, it feels like it's just like a jerking motion all the way around, and my right hip can flow. But interestingly enough, it looked more difficult for you when your right hip was on the ground, but that's pretty typical of, people with osteoporosis, because those stabilizers in that hip are compromised. So when we ask it to hold still while the rest of your body moves, it doesn't like that. So, okay, so feet forward and apart. They're like a parallel position. As we exhale, we tuck our chin, bring our hip between our knees. And as we inhale, we sit up and look up. Exhale, tuck the chin, head between the knees. And come up and look up. This is just kind of a nice back release after that last super hard hold. Final round. Good. And we'll bring those feet up. We'll bring our feet together so that the knees and the feet are touching. Pull our abs in, roll our shoulders back, and find a boat pose. I like boat pose because there is a lot of stabilizing going on. Yeah. And then maybe hands come forward. Good. Hold for 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. So we set 1 foot down at a time. And then using our thighs, we slowly lower our torso down. Once here, open your feet wide, wide, arms up like a letter Y above you, and rock those knees from side to side. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. So first thing we're going to do is use a figure 4 to keep those glutes active. So bring your feet into parallel position. Bring your hands next to your hips. Raise your right leg up to the sky with a flexed foot. Press it over your left thigh. And then when you exhale, raise your hips up and hold in a figure 4 bridge. Good. So kind of trying to keep the right hip elevated. 3 breaths. 2 breaths. 1 breath. And slowly lower down. Very nice. Reach through the keyhole, grab that left thigh, hold the leg closer to your body, maybe even putting right elbow on right knee. And now say your left foot down onto the ground. Keeping the legs the way they are in figure 4, we'll do figure 4 crunches. So interlace your hands behind your head. As you exhale, left elbow toward right knee and a twist. Beautiful. Inhale, lower. 9 more. Trying to do a big half circle shape. 8. And 7. 6. Good. Keep it going. Here's 5. 4. 3. 2. Of course, on 1, we're going to hold it up and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Excellent. Okay, let's send our right leg up to the sky. Good. And now bring your hands next to your hips and raise yourself up into a single leg bridge. Good. And now we lower the hips down and lift. Great. 9 more. 8. Getting that tailbone at least to the ground every time, maybe both hips. Good. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold up at the top and pulse the hips. A little bit left and lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Yes, bring your right foot down to the ground. Relax your lower back toward the ground. Raise your left leg up. And then cross your left ankle over your right thigh. Good. Now here, we'll bring our hands by our hips, roll up into a figure 4 bridge, hold. Probably feels kind of good. And left hip stays high, even as left knee presses toward the ground. 1 more deep breath. Beautiful. Slowly lower down. And then we'll make this stretch deeper by reaching through the keyhole, resting left elbow on left knee, and pulling right leg toward the body. Lower back melts. And now release. Land the right foot. Interlace your hands behind your head. And let's go for those twisting figure four crunches. Right elbow toward left knee. And release. 9 more. Imagining you're curving over a beach ball. It's just resting on the left side of your torso. 5, 4, 3, 2. Of course, we pulse. So think about right rib toward left hip for 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Awesome. Okay, so we will center left foot to the sky. Take our hands next to our hips. Engage our abs and push our right hip up. Take a moment at the top, make sure everything's in the right spot. Now we lower down and lift again. Good. Here's 9 more. 8. And 7. Winding the spine up and down, vertebra by vertebra. Good. Keeping the ribs still. Using that breath, making sure the left toes are flexed and straight line, not out to the side. Okay, hold up at the top with that hip, and we pulse down up an inch. Here's 10, 9, 6, 5, 2, 1, and lower the hips down, lower the left foot. Awesome. Okay, so bring both feet a little bit further forward here. We're going to take our hands up over our head and try to do a full roll up. So where your feet are might move. I have a feeling mine will go forward. I'm also going to push my heels to the ground. So exhale, arms overhead. Inhale, hands to the sky. Tuck the chin. Exhale, roll past your knees. Inhale, roll all the way down. Low. Exhale, arms overhead. Inhale, hands to the sky. Tuck chin. Exhale, past the knees and toes. Inhale all the way down. 2 more times, trying to avoid shearing of our spine, but using this to lengthen it. Final time. And all the way down. Ooh, it's a little bit of a flat back there. Go again, try to curve your spine. More curve, that looks good, beautiful, yeah, okay. So now we're gonna keep our feet in a longer lever. This is a long lever bridge. So pull your abs in, push your lower back as much to the ground as feels comfortable, and then lift your hips up so it's a big old long bridge. You'll feel more in your hamstrings probably, and lower, good. Up and down, 10 more of these. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, feel good. 2. On 1, we're just gonna hold it up. So we squeeze those glutes, lift the hips, 10, 9. Make sure the knees aren't pulling out to the sides. Good. 3, 2, 1, and roll it down. Awesome. Find a butterfly shape here. Bottom of feet together, knees wide. Feet will probably scoot slightly closer in towards your hips. Interlace hands behind head. And we've got some butterfly crunches. So you'll engage your glutes so that that lower back drops a little bit closer to the ground while keeping your knees pushing wide. Exhale, look up toward toes. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. 8 more. Like usual, chin is just a little bit off the throat. 6, 5, good. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. Who wants to pulse? Ruth does. Hold it up and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Hands back over your head, the shape of a letter Y. Both knees to the left, look right, take a breath. Good. Take a breath, find butterfly in the center, pause. Both knees to the right, look left, take a breath. Find butterfly in the center. And keep going side to side. Always finding that center pause. Okay, we're going to come to the center. Use your hands to slide your knees up into a parallel position, feet flat. Lower back presses to the ground. As you exhale, tuck your chin, lift your head, and we're going to try to tap those ankles. Good, penguins, great. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yes, head down. So this is another one where we need space around our body. So you'll send your left leg long. You'll bring your right knee in to your armpit or whatever your knee is okay with when you have time. We're going to spiral our legs around. So stuff on the ground maybe isn't so bad. Good. So pull it in tight. Okay. Now we raise our right leg up to the sky. And we bring our hands wide of our hips. Now as you exhale, right leg to the left, over left leg. Inhale, right leg opens, both hips stay flat on the ground. So as you exhale, when the right leg lifts over the left, you're also right hip lifts. And then big circle open, both hips flat. Over to the left. And then we open, and let's switch directions. Open to the right, big half circle, over left side, crosses 2 more times, using some core strength to keep the hips glued, but then releasing and allowing the stretch when the leg crosses over. 1 more time. Good. And now we'll bring that leg straight up. We'll wrap our hands around the thigh or the calf. We'll lift our head and elevate the left leg. We have double leg stretch. So using the strength of the arms, we pull the leg in twice and switch. Exhale, 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 exhale. Good. So the rest of our body stays still. We're just pulling one leg in at a time for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now our left leg is up. You can lower the head in the right leg. Bring the left knee in, nice and tight. Or as tight as it's comfortable with right now. Maybe toward the armpit, a la yoga style. And then we raise that left leg up. So we're going to bring our hands down by our hips. And as we exhale, we cross the left foot over the right leg. As we inhale, we open the left leg to the side. Exhale, left over right. Inhale, open. Good. Once again, trying to make that big, huge circle. In this one, we can allow movement in the rest of our body and switch directions. Great. And One more round here. Beautiful. Okay. So we're gonna do our single leg stretch, and I'm choosing these because hopefully it's a little bit less hip flexor with your arms helping. So bend your left knee, raise your shoulders, lift your right leg. It's just one pull in, and as you pull the leg in, you press your leg against the pole. Good. And in. Here's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Knees in, head down, rock it out. Beautiful. Okay. So knees toward your chest, tuck your head, rock and roll up to your ball shape. And then we're gonna stand up, so you can do so in whatever way you would like. And we're gonna grab that 10-pound weight. Nice. All right. Grab Mr. 10-pound, and you have a moment. How's your sister doing? Coco waking up from your beauty nap, Coco? All right, so first thing that I'd like to do is just see if you're able to bring this weight over. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna hold it down by our sides. And we're gonna lift that opposite leg up, then to the side, then to the back. So we have what count in the right, is it in your right hand?
Right hand.
Okay, cool. So left knee lifts up, keep your right leg flat, good, and down. And it goes to the side. And down without rotating our shoulders, and it goes to the back. And you can just send it back, kind of like a donkey kick, good. And again. Left knee up, left leg to the side, left leg to the back, and this is actually core work. Left leg up, as well as hip stabilizers. Left leg to the side, left leg to the back. With your knee going backward, one more, so knee forward of body, knee lateral of body, knee behind the body. And release. Good. Other side. We're trying to keep our torso relatively still. Okay. So right leg forward. Good. Right leg to the side. Great. Right leg to the back. Nice. Right leg forward. Right leg to the side. Right leg to the back. 2 more, right leg forward. Right leg to the side. Right leg to the back. 1 more, right leg forward. Right leg to the side. Right leg to the back. Awesome, and release, okay. So we're gonna place the weight on the left shoulder, is that possible? Okay, great. And we're going to march. 1 leg up, and then other leg up. Trying our best to keep our upper body super still. Good. And bring that foot a bit in front of the body. Good. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Weight is balanced on left shoulder, so step the right leg back. And we're going to lunge as low as you'd like. Back heel is lifted. Good. 10. Perfect. 9. 8. Lunges are really good for hip stabilizers. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. We step in and we switch over to the right shoulder. Good. And we march. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Good. One side and the other. Awesome. Knee right up to the front. Keep it slow, a little bit slow here. Yeah, that's more stabilizing, more core work. Great. We have 2. We have 1. And now weight balanced on right. Left leg steps back. And left heel is lifted. We lunge. 10. 9. Good. 8. 7. 6. Love it. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. And up. And release. Awesome. So you can set that 10 count down. Now we are going to grab what are the 2 lighter sizes you have?
I have 4, choose ones.
Okay, so you have 1 4 and 2 1s.
2 of each.
Okay, grab your 4s. Grab your 4s, 4s, sorry. All right, so we're gonna bring those up and we're gonna press them over our body. All right, keeping our spine strong. And we're gonna do right knee, then left knee to the front. Yeah, and then the other. Good. And then to the side. Oh, yeah, and to the other side. And then to the back. And to the back. Oh, yeah, and again. One knee forward. Other knee. Great job keeping that core strong. Out to the side. Other side. To the back. To the back. And keep your hands up. Pull your rib cage down. Straighten out your spine. That's great. Lift and lower those heels. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Yes. Okay, set those weights down. And we're going to take a nice wide-legged prasarita forward fold. So toes to the front, chest down. Pressing even out into your little toe side of your feet to stretch your ankles. And now come on up. Open your feet wider and see how low you can get side to side. And a nice flowing lateral lunge. You can have your hands on your thighs as well. Yeah, it's not an easy one. And with osteoporosis especially. Good. But it's a good everyday stretch. Last 2. And 1. And now you might need to move that stance slightly closer together for a wide-legged goddess sort of position. Pressing these out with those hands. You can sit low, you can sit high, maybe a little sway. Oh yeah. And then curve your spine up, straighten the feet, lean to one side, side body stretch. And not on the knee. You look great. And switch. and up. Good. Heel toe the feet in. Good. Not easy on the fancy mats. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Give yourself a bow. Great work. Thank you so much. So that, let's see. I got through all the stuff that I wanted to. So I did want to tell you. So thank you for joining, Ruth. If you're coming at another time, we're going to stop.